It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Bucks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground with White. And bulldozing his way through. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. White, he'll try the left side. He can't get him down. He's still on his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Still first down.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They find some open field here. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Kendrick. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. And a catch right side by Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. First down, here's White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Off the bootleg, Kendrick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
From the gun on third down, Kendrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. There's Chris Olave. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Down only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Opting to run again here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
To throw on 3rd down, Kendrick. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out to his left. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Underneath, caught by the tight end Allen, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. play action. Rodgers rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. There comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Side complete. That's Palmer. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Allen has it left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Delay of game, offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a hard work can run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
They're taking it right down Broadway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he makes...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Quan Alexander coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Kendrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Kendrick. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here's Landry. Here's Landry. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Michael Walker there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So a nice throw there, and CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Kendrick. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On the draw, it's White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Kendrick dancing to his left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Kendrick. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw again.
At the 17-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's caught at the 2. 3rd down and goal coming up here.
A gain of 3 yards.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. But he's going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. And they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New Orleans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for